Cuomo's third State of the State address laid out the governor's plans for New York going forward. Speaking in Albany this afternoon, Cuomo addressed gun control in light of the recent shootings in Webster and Newtown, saying New York should be an example for other states to follow. Cuomo wants a tighter ban on assault weapons, the elimination of high-capacity ammunition clips, and a ban on guns for people who doctors say are a danger. The governor also urged state lawmakers to raise the state's minimum wage from $7.25 an hour to $8.75 an hour. He also took time to discuss the economy in upstate New York with his plan to bring 3 privately owned casinos exclusively to upstate. But the big headline of the speech was stricter gun control.
This is not taking away people's guns. I own a gun. I own a Remington shotgun. I've hunted. I've shot. That's not what this is about. It is about ending the unnecessary risk of high-capacity assault rifles. That's what this is about.
Cuomo went over a lot in his State of the State address. He also reiterated his leniency towards possession of small amounts of marijuana. Cuomo wants the penalty for possessing less than 15 grams of marijuana to be dropped from a misdemeanor to a violation. With everything that Governor Cuomo did talk about today, some are upset about some of the topics he left out. Pressing issues like hydrofracking and mandate relief were left out of this year's State of the State, making some leaders question the governor's priorities. Now, WENY TV's Joe Malillo joins us live in the studio with that story. Joe, what are local leaders saying Governor Cuomo missed?
Well, JB, state funding for education and mandate relief are right at the top of that list that he missed. Both topics are big concerns for leaders here in the Southern Tier.
Of mandate relief in this State of the State speech, which is very discouraging to me.
For some, it seems the State of the State left out a few things. New York Senator Tom O'Mara says he wants to see a more detailed plan to New York's fiscal issues, not just ideas. And for O'Mara, that starts with mandate relief.
I know our upstate local governments are struggling very much under the property tax cap. That I think was an important reform effort to undertake a couple years ago, but it was promised to come with mandate relief that this governor promised, and he still continues to not follow through with his pledge of mandate relief that we so desperately need for our counties and school districts.
I was disappointed with what I didn't hear. State funding in upstate New York is in major crisis.
Elmira City School District Superintendent Joe Hochreiter liked Governor Cuomo's proposals to reward teachers and create more time in the classroom for students.
Which are all nice and great and wonderful blue sky ideas, but he has a vision for the future of education in New York State that is light years apart from our current reality here.
Hochreiter says the reality is schools are struggling to survive. And with no help in sight, he believes if funding doesn't come soon, schools could be skeleton schools, where only core curriculum is taught and nothing more.
I'd like to have the $20 million that were cut for us over the last 4 years made up first. I'd like to be able to restore art, music, phys ed, sports programs. I'd like to go back and refill all of the things that we cut before we start talking about extended school day and extended school year.
Now, school districts will get to see exactly how much funding they are getting from the state very soon. Governor Cuomo is expected to release his education budget in the next few months. Live in the studio, Joe Malillo, WENY TV News.